Good morning. Good morning. Today we're taking a look at XRP, the liquidity heat map, and the Sigma coin. So lots of manipulation and messing around happening here off of this morning's trading. And this is potentially setting up for still no man's land. I mean, we've got a lot of support and resistance that we're fighting through. So we'll see which side ultimately wins. So as of last week, we had broken down, liquidated a ton of the longs and closed them out, then bounced all the way back up to the top of the range. Now notice this purple line here. This purple line has been a fairly large resistance with deviations and rejections all around it, back tests and bounces, but you can see that we swept above, rejected on this wick, support was built, lost it, back tested it again and lost it here yesterday, going back down to this lower deviation. And since then, we've bounced off of news, broke down off of news, and then bounced again off of news again. So there's just definitely a lot of it. The biggest thing that I'm watching here, a lot of messing around. Biggest thing I'm watching here is this higher low, right? So I'm expecting what I was looking for on the super zoomed in time frame is a slant of a 5-wave move to the upside, which we have right here. And then I'm looking for a larger ABC structure, which we are getting, to go up, down, and then up and hold a higher low right down here at this like $1.30 to $1.31 region. Now, if we lose that higher low, I would fully expect us to come down to this $1.28 level and back test that deviation zone. So we will see how this plays, but definitely a lot of news driven narrative here this morning, whipsawing everything back and forth. I tried for a down bet, they squeezed, came back down, exited a little bit early, but had a profit, and then I would have actually been in a loss again with just how fast this price action is moving. So ultimately, just stepping back, watching the price action, waiting for signal, and then we'll give it a go. If we do get this back test with the higher low, though, and we come down to, let's say, like right here, for example, and we hold that level, then I'll probably look to long again. So until then, we're just going to wait and watch to see what this price action plays out with. So that's XRP all over the place, lots of silliness going on. Then we jump over to the liquidity, and this is exactly what that silliness is. Swept the down move this morning early, chopped it up, took some liquidity here on the 12-hour, came down, came back up, and I think they're getting some more bulls locked in, and they're going to come down and try to get these guys gone here on the 12-hour. Then finally come back up again and squeeze through this liquidity to the upside. So at least that's what the setup looks like. We're still waiting, of course, for signal to play. But if you're getting our ticker tactics options, you can get into and access the Bunny Pro playbook, where we would have actually given you signal here right at this spot. It was right there. That actually went off to saying it was an up move this morning. So a lot of people were able to print. I was late to this because it happened while I was sleeping. So I ended up shorting right around here, and then it came back down, and that's where I was able to weather that storm, get back out with a small loss, and then would have been in profit, but I just was cutting it for risk management. So this is where the signal happened. So now I'm just waiting for new signal to come into play. And if you want to take a look at it, you can go to tickertactics.com, check out the playbook. And in here, we also have the Sigma Pro engine, which jumps over to the Sigma coin. So Sigma Pro is 15 assets that we can use if you have 160 million Sigma of crypto assets. And it gives great signal and clarity. So we're working on building that out and hopefully being able to present this in Vegas for the Shark Tank event for an idea of what we have. But Sigma itself has curved build support and has been working its way off these lows to start breaking out and push higher into hopefully higher levels. So when we look at potential targets for Sigma here, we've got, of course, our 618 that was asked about yesterday in Spaces. That would be 124x from where we are now. But a more realistic 618 breakout would be 188% before we get back into supply here. So I could see some really great price action to the upside playing out here pretty soon. So we will continue to watch Sigma, see what we have, but the Sigma Pro engine, that is amazing, and that aligns with the products here available through Ticker Tactics, which ultimately gives us some signal and hopefully ability to make some money here on the short time frames. Today was just a small loss, but I was able to scalp this long here from yesterday, And I had the short set up, but went to sleep and decided not to play this one here for yesterday, but that would have been a profitable one as well, along with a short from down this direction. So anyway, long story short, I'm expecting another pullback, hopefully down to about 131. As long as we hold the higher low, then this could be a beginnings of a 5-wave impulse with an ABC to the downside. So we'll check in tomorrow, and thanks so much for watching, guys.